Good afternoon and welcome back to Just a Fox and a Bear. And today I am going to discuss how I plan my next trip to Disneyland. And let me show you. My next trip to Disneyland is going to be for the Star Wars After Dark night, or Disneyland After Dark Star Wars night, however you want to put it. I'm going for Star Wars night. I am checking as of today, which is the 18th of March. There are still tickets available for all the dates in April and 2 of the 3 dates in May. The second is sold out and the tickets range from $159 to $169. I'm not really sure why Thursday night is more expensive, but unfortunately it is $10 more expensive and it is what it is. Now, once you decide what date or days you want to attend, the next thing you want to do is check on hotel. Picking a hotel. It can be a challenge. One of the first things you need to decide is your budget. If you only have, say, $500 to $600 to spend on hotel, then you need to find a hotel that is going to fit that price range. And there are hotels in the area that will fit that price range for you. The budget hotels that I have stayed at, which include the King's Inn and I believe Hotel Lulu, those have been nice. I actually loved the King's Inn, and that was probably one of the most budgets that I have stayed at in a long time. I thought it was clean. It was safe. Yes, the beds were a little harder. Yes, the towels were a little scratchier. But you know what? I needed a place to store my luggage and a place to sleep and rest up for my next day at the park. The King's Inn is just off the corner, as the pop-ups keep popping up here, just off the corner of Catella and Harbor, which is right here. And it is in this grouping here of hotels. Hotel Lulu is going to be roughly in this area here. And there are more expensive hotels that are going to be nicer. Candy Cane Inn, Castle Inn and Suites. I've stayed at the Howard Johnson's, Courtyard by Marriott, and the Camelot Inn here all along Harbor. I have actually liked all of the hotels. They've all been clean. Yes, some are a little nicer than others. Some are a little pricier than others. But the closer you get to the main gate of Disneyland, which is roughly here, the closer you get to that main gate, the more expensive the hotels are going to be. And that doesn't necessarily mean they are going to be the nicest. There are a few hotels that are probably going to be the same quality that you're going to get at a King's Inn for $100 to $150, $200 more a night. So please look at your budget and figure out what you can afford. Not all of us can afford to stay at the Disneyland Hotel or the Grand Californian, or even the brand new, which they haven't updated here on Google, the brand new Pixar Place Hotel. Brand new, refurbished, still a Disney hotel. It is the cheaper of the 3, but it is one of the furthest out of the 3 to get to. So most of the hotels that are going to be on the harbor side are within a 20-minute walk. The further you get out, they do get less expensive, but I would recommend taking the Anaheim Art Transportation if you do stay in some of these other hotels. That will drop you off right at the security gate here at Disneyland. And it will also save your legs. And that is a plus when you're going to Disneyland. Any opportunity you get to save your legs, take it. One other perk about staying right within walking distance, about a 10-15 minute walk from the park, is if you have little ones that get tired and need a nap, you can go over to the hotel easily, take a nap, come back for later in the day. If you get tired and need a nap, you can do the same. Also, I've been in the summer and it was so nice around 2 o'clock in the afternoon to head across to my hotel, enjoy some air conditioning, get out of the sun, relax a little bit, and then head back to the park as the sun started to go down around 5 o'clock. Maybe catch the late afternoon parade. and have my night at Disneyland. So, yes, there are a bunch of options. Travel agent, the ticketing, the sites like Orbitz and Expedia, those type of sites where they pull up all the hotels for your week. However, I have found that the best option has been booking direct with the hotel themselves. Right now, I have found a lot of hotels want you to pay up front, especially if you're using Orbitz or Expedia or some of those workplace type websites that businesses use for their employees to get them deals on things. A lot of it want it paid up front. If you don't have the money to pay for a hotel up front, you can still reserve with a credit card on the hotel's website directly, or even you can also call them. Sometimes if you call, you can get a better deal and they will book it for you and then you pay when you arrive. Many, many options, many, many hotels. Sorry I had to cut that short. It has been blowing here in my home state of New Mexico for days, and the dust got to me today. Still a little choked up here. But anyway, that is what I do when I decide I want to go to Disneyland. First, I decide when I want to go. Then I start looking at hotels. And I'm one of those people that is constantly looking at the hotels, because if I can find that some of the rates went down, I will book at a different hotel, or I will call and ask if I can get the current special as I booked at a higher rate. That is one of the reasons why I prefer to book where you don't pay up front. And I also watch for my bookings to make sure I have a cancellation option. There are quite a few now where you book and you get no refund. I'm pretty sure that a lot of those no refunds, they'll just rebook you for different dates, but don't quote me on that, because I don't want you to get stuck in with a hotel reservation that's $200 to $300 more than you would have spent if you would have booked the hotel next door, but you didn't have the cancellation option. And now you're all, I'm spending more money than I thought I would. So make sure you read the bookings. Yes, the fine print. Isn't that what they say? Make sure you look at the fine print. So you found your dates and now you found your hotel. What's the next thing you're going to look at? How you're getting there. You have your hotel booked, or at least an idea of what you want to book. You have your ticket purchased for your after hours event. So now what? Now comes, I'd say, probably one of the most difficult parts. How do I get to Disneyland? For those of us who live out of state, there are basically two options, fly or drive, and both comes with pros and cons. I have found in the last 3 months, airfare from where I'm at has gone up by around $150 a ticket. Where I used to be able to fly for roughly half of what I'm paying for my current ticket, I could fly twice. It's kind of depressing. It is what it is. Airfare fluctuates. And I chose this trip to fly. I am looking at other options. I have driven to Disneyland in the past. It is roughly a 14-hour drive from where I'm at. I actually love driving, but there is a section of my drive that is very desolate. And to drive that alone, maybe when I was younger, it wouldn't have bothered me, but now that I'm older, it's probably not the smartest thing to do anymore to drive that stretch of road by myself, especially in the dark, because like I said, it is desolate. So those are things that you need to think of as well. I have seriously been looking into taking the train. It's roughly the same amount of hours as it would be if I drove. However, I could sleep sleep during that desolate drive and eat, and there's a bathroom. I can get up and walk around, where if you're in the car and you need to get out and walk around, you have to stop. And if there's no nice gas stations, rest areas, whatever, you have to then take your chances on getting out, and there might be someone creepy or something creepy in certain parts of this Southwest. Could be little creatures, whatever. Whatever it is that creeps you out could be there, and that's what you have to consider. So I keep a spreadsheet, and I keep the dates. I check hotel, I check airfares, figure out what budget I want, and then go with that. And up until about a month to 3 weeks before I leave, I keep checking, because sometimes there's a deal and you can go ahead and get that stuff cheaper. You can do like I said, travel agents, all of that if you want. It doesn't necessarily get you the best price. I pay for all of my stuff myself. I am not a travel agent. I don't have sponsors. Everything I do, every trip I take is paid for by my own money. And that is why budget is important. If you have any questions, please feel free to share them in the comments. I will respond. I'm going to probably make some newer videos here coming up. I'm sorry, someone keeps texting me and it keeps popping up on my phone. It's driving me crazy. So I will answer any questions you have. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like these videos, and I will try to keep more coming. I'm hoping this year I have more time to make more videos and to help out with more trip planning, some more details, and maybe see some of you at Disneyland. So with that, thank you for watching. This is Just a Fox and a Bear. And again, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great night.